Hey guys, it's Poppy and welcome back to my channel, where today I'm actually going to be doing a kids bit. So I'm going to have a kids bit as well, where I'm going to be reading Peter Pan. So let's get to it. Long ago, the Darling family lived in London. Every night, Miss Darling told her three children, Wendy, John and Michael, exciting stories about an island with pirates and Indians. Sometimes she felt as if someone else was listening to her stories. One night she saw him. Miss Darling laid a trap to catch the sneaky listener. She did not catch him, but she did catch his shadow. She showed it to her husband. Mr. Darling, very good, my dear, he said. It must have been a burglar. Well, he won't be back. You scare him off. There's its shadow. 2 nights later, Mr. and Miss Darling went to a party. Oh, Mother, said Wendy, you look beautiful. When may I wear a dress like that? You may wear one when you are all grown up, said Miss Darling. Just don't grow up too fast. Then she and Mr. Darling kissed their children and left. Is that picture? Later that night, Wendy heard someone crying. It wasn't her brother John. It wasn't her brother Michael. It was a boy she had never seen before. Why are you crying? Wendy asked the boy. My shadow won't stay on any more, cried the boy. Well, I can sew your shadow to your feet, said Wendy. But first, tell me who you are. Is that picture? I am Peter Pan, said the boy. Wendy finished sewing on the shadow and Peter Pan leapt to his feet. Thank you, he said. I flew here as a reward for helping me. You and your brothers can fly with me to Neverland. There's that picture. He sprinkled Wendy, John and Michael with fairy dust from his friend Tinkerbell. And what do you know? They could fly. So that's that picture. Him blowing. As they flew high above the other houses, Wendy asked, Why were you at our house, Peter? I like to hear your mother's stories, said Peter. Do you know any stories? Of course, said Wendy. Then you can be mother to the lost boys and tell us stories. Look, Peter pointed, Neverland. So there's that. So they're actually in Neverland right now. Which is awesome. Okay. Anyway, Tinkerbell felt jealous. Peter is my friend, she said to herself. Not Wendy's. Tinkerbell told the lost boys that Wendy was a giant bird. Peter wants you to shoot it down with arrows, she said. So the lost boy knocked Wendy out of the sky. But Peter was furious. This girl was going to be our mother and tell us stories, he told them. The lost boys felt very bad. They built Wendy a house to stay in while she recovered. When Wendy was feeling better, they all set off to rescue Tiger Lily, the Indian princess, who had never been captured by pirates. So there's the bit when they shot Wendy down. And there's Tiger Lily. And there's the pirates. So that's that page for you. Yes. The captain of the pirates was Captain Hook. He hated Indians, Peter Pan and crocodiles. Long ago he had been holding a clock when a crocodile jumped out of the water and bit off his hand. Now Captain Hook had a hook for his left hand, and the crocodile sounded like tick-tock, tick-tock. While Peter and Hook fought, Wendy and the Lost Boys rescued Tiger Lily. Captain Hook splashed Peter with his hook before Peter could get away. That's that picture. See how Peter's literally just holding a stick? Oh my god. It's not in the real film though. Life at Neverland was exciting, but John and Michael were homesick. We miss Mother and Father, they told Wendy. We are going home, and the Lost Boys are coming with us, Wendy told Peter. You may come too. So there's the bit when they're saying, oh, we want to go home, and then there's the bit where she's saying, Peter, Peter, you know. So yeah. No, yelled Peter. Peter yelled, I would have to grow up. Wendy gave Peter some medicine. This will make your cut better. Make sure you take it. There's that picture. He looks a bit grumpy, doesn't he? Yeah. Wendy and the boys left, but they did not get far. Pirates captured them one by one as they climbed out of the treehouse. Take them to the ship, Captain Hook told the other pirates. Then Captain Hook snuck into the treehouse and poured a potion into Peter's medicine. So there's that picture, capturing, and there's the medicine. I wonder what's going to happen next. This will be wonderful, Captain Hook told Wendy. The boys shall be pirates, and you shall be our mother. Never, Wendy yelled. Peter Pan will rescue us. No, he won't, said Captain Hook. I poisoned his medicine. Very soon Peter Pan will be dead. Tinkerbell heard this. I must warn Peter, she said to herself. Oh, wait, you didn't see that picture, did you? There's that picture. Can't see Tinkerbell on that one, I don't think. Oh, no, she's right there. Tinkerbell was there, and she heard it all. I hear you in my ears. Tinkerbell sped to the treehouse. She broke the medicine bottle and told Peter what was happening. We must rescue them, Peter cried. But Captain Hook was very angry, and Wendy and the boys. If you will not be our mother and tell us stories, then the boys must walk the plank, he said. Suddenly there was a loud tick-tock, tick-tock. No! Captain Hook cried. It is the crocodile. It has come back to eat the rest of me. There's that one. The boy's looking a bit happy because he's like, oh, I hear the crocodile. Why don't he die? I hope the crocodile is hungry, Peter Pan, as he jumped onto the deck. Tinkerbell sprinkled the other pirates with fairy dust. They floated into the air and could not help their captain, which is actually Captain Hook. Peter Pan and Captain Hook wrestled back and forth. Finally, Peter gave a huge push and pushed Hook overboard. There's him, and then there's the crocodile. He's going to fall. It's going to fall into his mouth. Peter and Tinkerbell took Wendy, John and Michael and all of the Lost Boys to the Darlings' home. We are glad you came back, cried Miss Darling. We missed you so much. May the Lost Boys stay with us? Wendy asked. Of course, said Mr. Darling. Peter never came to stay with them, but stories he would visit. There's that picture. And there's Peter and Tinkerbell. And then when Miss Darling was telling stories. So thank you ever so much for listening to my book, Peter Pan. And that has also gave you an idea for what I'm being for World Book Day. So thank you ever so much for watching. Goodbye. Bye everyone.